Coca-Cola's red, Facebook's blue, Spotify's green. People connect with these colors because they represent how they want to feel or how they want to be seen. Reimagine art, design, and human-computer interaction. I'm Tafadzwa, and I'll guide you through it. Color. Color is the light we see when it's reflected off an object or comes from a light source. We can't talk about color without mentioning color theory. Color theory is what makes art aesthetically pleasing and looking right. Color sets the mood. In one context, warm colors feel inviting. Change the context, and the same warmth becomes intense, even aggressive. Cool tones can feel calm and distant. Shift the surrounding colors, and suddenly that calm turns cold or isolating. Color controls the focal point. A sharp contrast or bright accent pulls the eye instantly, whether the viewer expects it or not. Color creates depth. Warm colors tend to be in the foreground and cool colors in the background, unless the artist chooses to flip the script and uses them to unsettle the viewer. Color helps to harmonize the composition. Analogous colors bring harmony until the context changes, and that harmony becomes tension. And color tells the story before anything else does. Sometimes the palette whispers the emotion long before the subject appears. The color wheel. The color wheel shows how colors relate to each other. Primary colors, red, blue, and yellow. These cannot be made by mixing other colors. Secondary colors. We get secondary colors when we mix two primary colors together. Blue plus red equals purple. Red plus yellow equals orange. Blue plus yellow equals green. We get tertiary colors when we mix a primary color and a secondary color together. For example, red and orange or blue and green. Whilst we're still there, you may also want to know about other ways to combine or mix colors. Monochromatic colors. These are variations of one color when we add a tint or a shade. When we add white to a color to make it lighter, we get a tint. When we add black to a color to make it darker, we get a shade. We have analogous colors. These are colors next to each other on the color wheel. We have complementary colors. These are colors opposite each other on the color wheel. We have split complementary colors. That's one color plus two colors next to its opposite. To simplify this, the split complementary color for purple in simple terms is light green and light orange. Triadic colors. These are three colors evenly spaced on the wheel. And we have neutral colors like black, white, and gray. It's important to note that in some instances, in art and design, black, white, and gray can be seen as the absence of color. Color has three main properties. Hue, which is the name of the color. Red, blue, green, the list goes on and on. We have value. In this case, how light or dark the color is. And saturation, how strong or pure the color looks. When a spectrum colored wheel is spun rapidly, the colors visually blend in the eye, producing white or a very light gray. This demonstrates additive color mixing, which is mixing light in motion. Speaking about additive color mixing and subtractive color mixing, that takes us to the next point. Color theory bridges art and design. Whether you use traditional or digital media, there are three color models that you have to know. The first one is the traditional color model. which is RYB, which stands for red, yellow, and blue, which are the three primary colors that we talked about earlier. And from these we get our secondary colors as well as our tertiary colors. These were the pigments that were readily available throughout art history before the modern color science. The second color model is RGB, which stands for red, green, and blue. And I'm sure you've seen RGB before. Most of the digital devices we use in our everyday life, they use this additive color method. If you mix red, green, and blue, that is what creates the visual that you see on your phone or your TV. And when you turn these colors off with the white light, that's why everything turns black, because it's additive. In this case, black is the absence of color and white light. The last color model is the subtractive color model, which is also known as CMYK. The primary colors are cyan, magenta, and yellow. Black is added because mixing cyan, magenta, and yellow alone doesn't make a true deep black. The CMYK is used for printing and anything involving pigments, inks, or dyes. It is called subtractive because each pigment absorbs and subtracts certain wavelengths of light and reflects others. In simple terms, CMYK is called subtractive because the inks take away light. Each color blocks some light and shows only the color you see. When all the inks mix together, they absorb most of the light, creating dark, muddy colors, not white. CMYK is the standard for magazines, posters, packaging, branding materials, and physical prints. Understanding CMYK is essential for designers who need colors to print accurately, because what you see on screen, RGB, may look different when printed. When we talk about design, we often think about layouts, usability, or visuals. But Don Norman reminds us that great design is also emotional and plays a major role in that emotional response. Using Norman's emotional design framework, we can see that color affects us in three ways. Visceral design is our automatic first impression. Color is one of the fastest triggers at this level. Bright red grabs attention. Blue feels calm and trustworthy. Yellow feels optimistic. Black feels premium or powerful. Before we think, color sets the mood and tells us how to feel. Behavioral design. Behavioral design focuses on how something works, and color guides that experience. Color helps us understand what is active, what is safe, what is dangerous, and what needs attention. Blue and green often signal working, ready, or go. Yellow or orange warns us. Red signals urgency or error. In UI and UX, color helps users navigate, notice hierarchy, and understand what's clickable. When colors are consistent, the experience feels smooth and reliable. Reflective design is the meaning behind the color, how it shapes identity and self-image. Brands choose colors because they tell a story. Coca-Cola's red, Facebook's blue, Spotify's green. These colors aren't just visuals, they express personality and values. People connect with these colors because they represent how they want to feel or how they want to be seen. This is why color influences buying decisions and even appetite. Warm colors make food look more appealing, and certain colors make food feel more premium or more friendly. In conclusion, whether we are looking at art or design, Color isn't just decoration. It shapes our first impression, guides how we use something. When color appeals to all these three levels, the senses, the experience, and the identity, it becomes more than just art or design. It becomes meaning.